What's up, you guys? It's your favorite Khalifa here, and I am back at it with another video. Yes, okay, so this today I'm gonna be telling y'all the story about, well, first, before I get into that, please do not forget to like this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and I promise I'm gonna be more consistent from here on out, y'all. I am just gonna get out of this creative bubble. I feel like I've been like in a bubble, like in a rut, like don't really know what to do with the content, kind of had a blockage there, but I'm back. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say. I'm not gonna do too much more rambling. I'm gonna just get right into the story. So I'm gonna be telling you guys about this guy that I met. Like, literally, when did I meet him? I have a lot of stories for y'all, actually. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell y'all about so freaking much, actually. Okay, I have a lot to update y'all on, so please look out for the videos. I'm gonna be posting consistently like every week again, so because I got a lot to catch y'all up on, but this is gonna be the first one. So I one day get an Instagram DM. I think one of my sisters or one of my friends had DM'd me a post of, like, there was this fashion show going on. They were looking for artists, and the post was just like, DM us, we're looking for artists for this fashion show, blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, bet, thanks sister, whoever sent it to me, thank you. And I went ahead and I DM'd that account so I can like get up in there. So they DM me back, they give me the information for the show, and it went like that. They was like, we're gonna have like a mixer on the day before the fashion show. They did like a whole Zoom meeting for it, but I didn't go to the Zoom meeting or the mixer for it. I just went to the fashion show the day of. And first of all, before I get into the story, let me just get into this fashion show in the first place. So the fashion show in the first place, when I first got there, everybody was super nice. Like, I'm gonna put a picture of what I wore, and I was so nervous because like it was my first time doing like a naturalish look going out in a very long time. So I was like, I didn't wear no lashes. It was kind of like this, but it was like a full face. But you'll see the picture. I'm gonna put some pictures. But when I first walked in, everybody was like, oh yes, like you look so confident, you look so beautiful. The models were like, wow, you're like so pretty. Are you a model? Are you walking with us? And I'm just like, no, I'm actually a singer. And like everybody was just like, oh, okay, that's really cool. You're actually a singer, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I do model, but just not this time. So that was the reactions I was getting, and it just felt nice, because I was nervous about going out with my natural face, and I'm getting a lot of compliments that I normally, honestly, wouldn't really get with the full face. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to go out with my natural face more often. Okay, period. So there was this one guy that I seen. He wasn't like okay, so the fashion show was at like this studio place that looked like it's for photo shoots. Like one side of the wall was like all white. It was a big space, but not like big enough for a full fashion show for real. Like, first of all, okay, anyway, so it was like one side of the studio space was just a big old blank white wall, and the floor was white as well, so it was just like a white space. And then the other side, it was just like a flat green wall. It was like all the sides was green, so it was like split in half. One side of green wall, the other side like white. And you'll see it in the pictures. Like, the pictures you'll see is just white in my pictures that I post up. So like, and they had the chairs for the fashion show on the white side. And the first thing I noticed when I walked in was that there was only like 2 rows of chairs on each side with like 10 chairs each. So that's like not a lot of people. I'm like, what kind of show is this? This is a very small show I see. So the models get to, practicing, and the walks were, we're not going to get into that. That's not what this story time is about. But some of them were very beautiful. Well, all the models were very beautiful. The walks were just, needed some work. They need to go to my sister's model workshop. You know what I'm saying? But, whatever. So it's time for the artists to get up and do a sound check, which really was us just getting up and performing our songs for each other, essentially, because it's not like, it was literally just a speaker and like a mic. There was no whole sound system where you gotta like, oh, I want this pitch to be right here when I say this and that. No, it wasn't nothing like that. It was like a karaoke mic and a speaker. You could barely hear yourself singing. It was awful. The whole show was awful, but that's another story for another day. I want to get into the guy that I met there. So I see this guy when I'm first walking in. He's sitting outside of where we're supposed to be. So I didn't know he was an artist or anything yet, but I seen him and I was like, oh, he's kind of handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's pretty handsome. But I did notice that he was with someone. So I was like, oh, he's with a girl. And his girl was so beautiful too. She was thicker. She was like a bigger woman, but baby, she was beautiful. Not that that matters, but she was just a bigger woman. She was just gorgeous. Like, she was on point. Face was beat. Outfit was on point. Like, she was glamorous. Like, after I seen him and then I seen her, I started checking her out for real, honestly. So honestly, the whole show, I Slick, because they sat like right across, so I Slick was like looking at her the whole time, but she was also staring back at me, and I'm just like, but she wasn't giving me like a, oh, she's beautiful look. She giving me like a, and I'm like, okay, but I'm still just looking at her like, she is so cute, she's gorgeous. I was gonna tell her, but they ended up leaving before I had a chance to talk to her, but that's besides the point. But anyway, so it's time for the fashion show to start, and they have all the models and the artists wait in the back, and they let everybody in. So all the artists go to the back. We're all chopping it up. First of all the artists were super cool. I met some really nice people that day, some really talented people, some very talented people. Another story for another time. We're gonna get into that when I get into the fashion show story time. We're gonna get into all of that. But anyways, so yeah, so all the artists go back there. We're all chit-chatting, and then the guy with the locks that I first seen, that I was like, oh, he's handsome, he walks up to me and this other girl that I had met there. We actually was like clicking pretty good. Like, she was super funny. Like, I would chill with her again. But he walks up to us and he's like, did I get y'all Instagrams? Because we were all exchanging Instagrams at one point. He didn't get mine, but he did get hers. So I put mine in his phone. Honestly, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. Like I said, we was all exchanging Instagrams. I really didn't think nothing of it. Because like I said, he was there with a girl. Like, for real. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. So boom, the show goes on. The walks go on. Again, I'm going to get into all of that in another story time because it was funny. The show was like not that good. I'm not going to lie, but you know, it was like a little performance for me. I had fun. I had fun in my performance, so that's all that matters. So, the next, what was it? Is it the same night that he DM'd me or the next day? Let me check. Okay, so yeah, he did end up, I don't know why my camera's shaking. But yeah, he did end up asking, he did end up texting me that same night, DMing me the same night, asking how my performance went. Because like I said, they ended up leaving before I even had a chance to perform. So the show wasn't even open. He was the first person to perform and they left right after he performed. So he didn't get to see me or nobody else for him. So I was like, oh, it went pretty well, you know. We just had that kind of conversation, and he just started asking me about like if I make music all the time, full time, or if it's just something that I play around with. And I was just like, no, I do it seriously, but I also take modeling seriously. I do a lot of different stuff, blah blah blah. We was just chopping it up, having that conversation, and so he ends up saying like, yeah, we need to work. Here's my number. Boom, text me over there. So I text him and I'm like, hey, this is Klima, just giving you my number, blah, blah, blah. And he just started texting me, like, and we just start having a conversation. And he eventually asked me to just like hang out. And I was just like, I mean, I guess he's cool. I want to smoke. Like, he just asked me to smoke. And I'm just like, I mean, yeah, sure, we could smoke. I don't see no problem in that. I love getting smoked out, you know what I'm saying? I love going to smoke. So yeah, we can go do that. So the first time he came over, all we did was just chill in his car, listen to music, we smoked. He literally gave me flyers to his next show. Like, he gave me a flyer with like a QR code for his IG. And like, where's my purse? I think I just did a deep clean in our room today and I just threw them out. But he did give me the flyers and I was just like, okay. Like, he was just kind of weird, bro. So we're just smoking and chilling, and then I go inside, and that was that. We start texting, and all of a sudden now he's like, oh yeah, you gotta be mine one day, blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm just kind of like ignoring those kind of comments, but still just like having conversation with him, just because I don't know why, honestly, y'all. I have no idea why I carried on conversation with him after I realized this wasn't just a work thing and that he was actually trying to like pursue a relationship. I don't know. He kind of did it like in a smooth way where I just like didn't really realize, and I'm just like, is he flirting? Like, I was just like, it went like strictly from music to straight up flirting. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I don't want no parts of this. Like, I was still chatting to him as if a friend though, like, as if he was a friend though, for real. Cause, I mean, people get to know each other all the time, especially when you want to work with them. Asking questions is not a weird thing. I still wasn't thinking nothing of it, to be honest. Until he started saying stuff like, yeah, you're going to be mine one day after we hung out that first time. I was like, skirt, what? So he asked me to hang out again. Yeah, and then at the first time we hung out, he was like, I want to see you tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. I was like, that's what he said. When I was like, huh? You want to see me? Why you want to see me so? Oh, this is that. This is that, mother. Anyways, so I see him like 2 days later. We hang out. And he was like, I'm just waiting on my plug to like hit me back up. You were trying to get something to eat until then. So I'm like, yeah. He said, I'm not hungry though. We could just grab you something right quick, and then we gonna head over there to the plug. And I'm like, okay. Give me some Chick-fil-A. I want my grilled chicken sandwich. The grilled chicken sandwich with some lettuce added, and hold on. I want the deluxe grilled chicken sandwich, no tomato. Not the multi-grain whole. I want the regular bun. Replace that bun for the regular bun. I want Chick-fil-A and Polynesian sauce with half lemonade, half sweet tea with lemon light ice. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I ordered. We get that. I'm eating. He's driving. He like, the plug still not hitting me up, but we could go chill at my bro house for a little bit while we wait. And I'm like, okay, just going with the flow, honestly, eating my Chick-fil-A, just going with the flow. So he takes me, and first he goes inside. He was like, let me go up there first right quick and make sure it's good. I'm like, you didn't make sure it was cool before we came over here? Like, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. This guy is so annoying. Like, why was I hanging out with him? But anyways, it's okay. It's okay. So he's up there for like a good 20 minutes, no cap. Like, I'm sitting in the car for like a good 20 minutes before he finally comes downstairs to get me. It was like, okay, we can come upstairs now. So I'm like, okay. We go upstairs, and it's a guy in there, and his mom and his, I don't know, stepdad, I guess. I don't know if that was his real dad. I have no idea. But when I first get in there, I'm like, hello, you know. His mom comes out of the bathroom and is like, hello, you didn't tell me you was having guests, talking to her son. Like, you gotta let me know when you have guests. I don't mind, but you just gotta let me know. I'm like, this is awkward. Like, what? So she's like, but no, you're fine. You're fine. Do you need anything? Are you good? Blah, blah. She was like a really sweet lady. Like, she was like super sweet. Oh, and we was drinking. He had brought a little bottle of Hennessy. And so we was sipping on that on the way there. So I was kind of lit before we got to the house. So I'm all like chatting, you know, I'm warmed up. I'm not shy, you know, I'm a little tipsy, feeling good. So I'm getting to know these people. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. Like, I was getting to know them. I'm sitting in this like living room. I'm asking them questions. They asking me questions. We was chatting. Like, I had a good little night at his brother's house and his mom, well, his god brother and his mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Had to be a good little night. And then we go home, and I'm just lit because I was drinking the Hennessy. And then that night, I actually ended up going back out, which is a whole nother story time for a whole nother time. I got so much to tell y'all. But anyway, that's a whole nother story time for a whole nother time. But anyway, so that was the end of that night. And then so since then, we just been texting. We haven't chilled until again tonight, right? Oh yeah, and that night that we hung out with his godbrother, while we was sitting on the couch, he was all on my phone. I was texting my sister and my best friend Kayla. And my best friend Kayla has emojis next to her name, heart. And my sister Kayla also has emojis next to her name, like, and we was just talking and chatting. I was texting them back and forth. So he was all on my phone like, I seen hearts. What is that all about? And he was like trying to grab my hand and hold my hand. I'm like, get up on my phone. Like, I don't even know you like that for real. We cool in my eyes. Like, we're cool in my eyes. Like, we're chilling. We're hanging out. So, he all checking my phone. I'm like, that's a red flag already. Like, it's like, Oh my God, I have to tell y'all so many stories. But anyways, it's like a red flag already. Like, it's like 2 weeks in and you already in my phone talking about some I see hearts. Like, you think you're gonna be the only guy that I'm talking to when you meet me? I just met you. I know you like that. Like, what is wrong with these guys these days? For real, it's so hard to date for real. First of all. So anyway, so we sitting on the couch and I'm tipsy. And I can't believe I almost skipped past this part. When the first time we met, when he asked me, he was like, were you at the fashion show by yourself? I was like, oh yeah, I was by myself. I ain't go with nobody. But I didn't ask him because I wasn't thinking about it for some reason. We was smoking, so I was already like, high as hell. By that time, I was like high, so I wasn't thinking about it. So this time I'm lit and it's the first thing on my mind. I'm like, so who was you with at the fashion show? I saw you with that girl. Cause that's why I was really surprised that he was like, I want to make you mine or something like that. I'm like, but wasn't he with a girl at the fashion show, blah, blah, blah. So I finally asked him like, so who was you with? He was like, oh, that was my baby mama. I was like, baby mama, you got a kid? He was like, a kid? I was like, you got kids? He was like, yeah. I was like, how many kids you got? This man said 6. He said 6 and then proceeds to show me. And guess how old the newest one is? 8 months. The newest one is 8 months. That's a fresh baby. I'm sorry, but my minimum requirements for guys with kids, they have to have at least 2. 2 is the minimum.
Maximum.
And the kids have to at least already be 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? That's still young, and they could still be in each other's lives, but I feel like 1 to 2, they already know, like, you know what I'm saying? If they're going to be together or if they just going to co-parent. That's 1 to 2 years if they're mature. You know what I'm saying? So this is an 8-month-old baby, plus you got 5 more. He proceeds to show me pictures of them. I was like flabbergasted. My mind was blown. I was looking at him like, God dang, like, that's a lot of kids. I'm sorry, y'all, but that is a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids. The oldest one was like, I think like 12 or 13 or something like that. Yeah, like, yeah. I'm 23. Your oldest kid is only 10 years younger than me. Baby. How old are you? So, no, I'm just like, I know how it is. But anyway, so tonight, he asked me, so I honestly wasn't going to see him again after I found out he had 6 kids. I was like, this is the last time you're going to ever see my face in person. At least you might see me over Instagram or TikTok or Snapchat. You might even see me in this video. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. But you're not going to see my face ever again in real life. But he asked me to hang out one more time. If y'all hear this lady above me, she is so freaking loud, and I apologize. She walked like she got like 5 feet. But anyways, so, yeah, he asked me if I wanted to smoke again, and I'm just like, sure, fine, I'll smoke with him one more time. Why does this man just now, today, not even an hour ago, why did he pull up? I'm like, all right, bet, you outside, I'm coming. He pulls up, I get to the car, and I'm looking in the back seat, and I'm like, I see 2 little heads. I see 2 little heads. I open the door, I get a closer look, it's 2 of his kids in the back munching on some McDonald's Happy Meals. Oh my gosh, y'all. He brought his kids on our date, on our smoke date. I walked in, I was like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? And then I turned around and I'm like, hi guys. I literally got in the car and I was like, how are you doing? You know, I gave him a hug. And I turn around, I see the kids, I see the Happy Meals, and I'm like, hey guys. And I just turned back around. I pull my phone out. I'm texting my sister like, B, B, why did he have his kids in the back seat? And then, oh my gosh. When I first got there, I put on my seatbelt because I don't know, like I have a habit when I first get in cars, I put the seatbelt straight on because I do not play like that. I don't know. There's some people who be like, I don't like seatbelts. Bitch, give me the seatbelt and you put your seatbelt on too. Put your seatbelt on. Like, stop playing with y'all lives out here. Put y'all seatbelts on. Stop playing with y'all lives out here. First thing I do is I grab for my seatbelt and I click that thing, whether we going somewhere or not. So naturally, first thing I do when I get in the car is I give him a hug. I put my seatbelt on. He like, why you putting on your seatbelt? Where we going? So now in my head, like, so we're not going anywhere, and I'm supposed to be. Thank God though. Thank God. I'm supposed to just be sitting. And don't mind my nails, y'all. Please don't mind my nails. I'm so sorry, y'all. We're not gonna get into it. But anyways, I'm happy we're not going anywhere. That's a relief because I don't want to go nowhere with you and your two kids. Cause what? And then the next question was, but we could still blow though. We could still smoke. I was like, where are we gonna smoke at? He was like, we could just roll the windows down. They'll be fine. I was like, no, we're not doing that. It's fine. He was like, I knew you was gonna say that. Yes, I'm glad you knew I was gonna say that. Oh my God, y'all, flabbergasted, like for real, flabbergasted, mind blown. I felt bamboozled as hell, y'all. I felt bamboozled. So I was like, you know what? You could take them home. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go because you're for real. You cannot be for real. If you're gonna be anything, let's be for real right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're gonna be anything, let's be the F for real. You cannot be serious. You can't be serious. And then I texted him. I was like, you know, you could have told me that you had your kids tonight, right? Like, we could have rescheduled this. And he was like, yeah. These are just my two sons I got custody of right now. Like, what? You don't even got custody of all your six? Oh my God. He was like, I was just trying to see you. I didn't want to go out the way to drop them off, and I just wanted to see. Count me out. Count me out. I'm so sorry if I sound wrong, but count me out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 6 kids, 3 baby mamas. You try to make me child number 7, baby mama number 4? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Can we be for real? Yeah, my mind is blown. My mind is blown. But that's really all I got for y'all for today. That's the end of the story. I have way more stories. Oh my God, I have so much to update y'all on, you guys. But I'm gonna get into all of that. Y'all just be on the lookout. I'm gonna be back consistent. I know I'm sounding real crazy right now, but I'm just like, y'all, this just happened, y'all. This just happened. Like, I just got out of the car with this man and his 2 kids. With this man and his 2 kids! Anyways, any freaking ways, I hope that you guys have a great night. I'm about to go enjoy my night. I'm about to get lit up in here. I'm about to have a party. I got my speaker plugged up, charging, ready for me. I got some cake out there that I baked last night, a slice out there ready for me. I'm ready for my night. I hope that you also have an amazing night or afternoon or morning or whatever time you're watching this video. I hope that you're feeling amazing today, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.